I'm not wearing pants. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. All right, Todd.
You really didn't have to share that, but
No, Walmart and Amazon, what do they want to do?
they want to come into your home. But it's just to help us. And then, of course,
it's
analyze
not.
every single thing
They
in
got
your home.
Video of me doing the hacha-cha-cha dancing around with my kids. No, it's not going to happen.
Really, personal humiliation is your only concern? What about, like, fraud fear?
I built my career on personal humiliation. I'm sorry, friends. I'm sorry if you don't realize that by now. Do we really know each other? Who are we? What do we have? What is this bond?
Let's go to the video.
Let's go to the video.
All right, so evidently some people are having problems, and we have a solution.
Now here's the hard part. Maybe you've got undesirables around the neighborhood. Maybe you've got people leaving smashed beer bottles and screaming music all night long.
Yeah.
Things that bring down the tone of your neighborhood.
Can you already hear us starting to talk like this?
Yeah, well, you know what you need is you need
Us.
Todd
and Aaron.
Yeah. I haven't brushed my hair in 6 days.
Look, I got real dirt under my fingernails.
See, when you're worried about bringing the tone of the neighborhood down with irresponsible youths, what you need is to bring it down even further with us.
We are the party crashers of 2019.
No matter how annoying those teenagers, they will never come back after they've hung out with us.
My eyes are watering because of my aftershave.
I got a giant box of Captain Crunch, and I'm ready to party.
And of course, we pulled out the big guns for this one because the neighborhood was having a major problem, so we brought the big rig with us.
We got the trailer and everything.
Yeah.
See, we just kind of got it all laid out, and we're just going to let them kids know as they come by, we are here to stay for the summer. Some people call it homelessness. We call it vacation.
We do call it vacation. When they show up to start their pregame for Friday or Saturday night, woohoo! We're joining in. We got your beverages. We've got your Captain Crunch. We got your attitude of fun, and more fun. Okay, let the festivities begin. A lot of people say, Todd and Aaron, where do you find the time for this?
Doing good works in the neighborhood.
Because we're givers.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what it is. We're givers, and we just want to protect the neighborhood. And you know what? Law enforcement hasn't worked. I'm sorry. Men and women in blue, let us down.
You may have a gun, but we're incredibly annoying.
We're way annoying.
It is so much worse for them kids. I can't tell you.
We don't even like beer, but we'll drink it.
Just on principle.
Just so you don't get it. Bunch of high school crazy kids.
You take your dancing and your rap music and you go somewhere else because we own this parking lot now. And the neighbors have already started bringing us over sandwiches and watermelon.
Yeah, and the other people who are going on a camping trip that are gathering in this neighborhood have said their prayer, and now they're on their way.
We're here looking out for stuff. You all go and do your thing.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Yeah.
Forever.
Should we wave at them?
I don't think they want to know who we are.
Let's wave at them, see if they wave back.
I don't think they will.
Have a good trip!
Enjoy!
Have a good trip!
It's the nervous smile I enjoy the best.
Very nervous.
Those are the nice people. We're just here for the irritating youths.
They're taking the youths into the mountains where maybe they can lose a couple.
I wouldn't blame them.
All right. Well, you guys, thanks very much. If you need our services.
We are here. We are annoying, and we can make sure any kid will not be within a 500-mile radius of this place.
.com. It's a long address. See you later. See ya. But I think it's catchy.
Yeah, that's good.
Amazing no one else had that address
I know,
already.
right? Because it was so
sick. All right. We'll see you later.
You want some of my Captain Crunch now?
Oh, like
still
a shark wants a little white swimmer. Because they flash the light color.
Yeah. It's like speckled trout. I know, honey.
The Todd and Aaron Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com.
You know what I'm in the mood for? Tell me something good.
Oh, this is an awesome one. You're going to be so proud of her shoe. This is a local girl, and I love her name, Caitlin McLean. Nice last name.
Nice.
It was really cool. She was going through some different environmental documentaries, and she was watching some stuff, and she found one that talked about how you could use plastic grocery bags, strip them, make them into a yarn, and actually crochet it into a sleeping bag.
Is she an adult or a kid?
She's a younger person.
Okay.
One of those millennials. Now, the cool thing about these is, number one, they're waterproof. Number two, they dry out really fast. Number three, they're lightweight, but they're surprisingly fluffy, and they maintain body heat really well.
And what are they using them for?
Sleeping mats for the homeless.
There you go.
Isn't she awesome? I love this girl. She said, and the way she said it I thought was really beautiful. She says, I'm shocked because living in Salt Lake City, I've lived in 9 other states, and here in Utah, we all look out for each other. And she said, how could people still be freezing to death? How could people still be sleeping on the street?
Right.
If all of us care so much. And she said, I'm a college student. I'm broke, but this is something I could do.
Right.
So she and her friends went out and they started the first initial bunch. And it takes a lot. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's 10 to 40 hours to make one mat. It takes 300 to 500 plastic bags.
That's a huge amount.
But if you think about it, it is something. She said, I can teach anyone to crochet. And she said, that's the simple part. So they had this big...
Are they just tying it, or are they using sticks?
They have a crochet hook.
Oh my
just an old
gosh.
school crochet hook.
That's
but
crazy.
they were ripping them up and they were creating the yarn, and then they were crocheting them all together.
Right.
But she said the thing that was really, really cool is the most heartwarming response is the understanding that this was made for you. She said she's handed them to people and her other volunteers,
Yeah.
and they're like, you made this? And she said the fact that somebody said, you wasted time on me, which was like...
Yeah.
But I thought that was absolutely gorgeous. If you want to help, if this is something that maybe would be fun, you've got some unruly kids this summer that really probably deserve a service project. It's called bags2beds.org, bags2beds.org, and she says she's happy to come and set it up for any group to do it. But I thought it was such a good idea.
So, tomorrow morning when you get out of bed and you go, oh, I'm so achy, think about sleeping on the sidewalk.
My down plush mattress is not as comfortable as I would like. But I thought that was such a great idea.
We've been lied to all our lives.
I'm not surprised.
We have the sushi, the California roll.
Yeah.
Invented where? British Columbia. Thank you very much.
I thought it was Japan. Where
No,
sushi
that's
came
sushi.
from.
That's where sushi comes from.
California roll, because traditionally sushi is on the outside of the rice, and California roll was the one that put everything together on the inside.
It's got no fish in it.
It's got the fake crab.
Sometimes, nothing says crab like spelled with a K.
That's true also.
Right? There's tons of foods like this. Chimichanga. Chimichanga.
That's got to be Mexican.
No,
right?
it's not. It's Arizona.
Chimichanga is not Mexican?
She accidentally dropped a burrito into the fryer and started to yell a swear word in Spanish, and instead changed it to chimichanga.
Chimichanga!
And
Ooh,
then-
that's actually a good substitute. I
Yeah.
like that.
Cuban sandwich. Crispy bread.
Ooh. Remember we had those down in Florida? They were
Yellow
so good.
mustard, roasted pork, ham, Swiss cheese, and a pickle. California.
Really? I'm beginning to feel a little violated here. What else?
No, it just keeps going. English muffin.
It's English.
Oh, it's a muffin. No, it's not.
What do you mean?
New York City. They actually came over, and the guy came from Europe, and he came from England, and then he said, you know what, it's a crumpet, basically, but we're going to change it over, and they called them toasters and toasties, and then it became English muffin.
Fine, whatever.
You've been lied to. Chinese restaurant, of course. The famous
Fortune cookie?
fortune cookie.
Okay, if you tell me that, I will fight you if you tell me that is not
First of
from
all,
Asia.
worst cookie in the world.
I like them.
They store them in a large opaque building until they're stale enough for you to eat, and then they give them to you with
I don't
magic
think that's
numbers.
accurate.
No, it's not. But it's not Japanese and it's not Chinese, and it actually started in California.
So California has a lot to answer for, essentially.
Stealing people's foods and naming them different things.
Crushing our dreams.
Yes.
You know, I had questions about the whole Amazon, Walmart delivery system from the very beginning, but
You're
this is
starting
kind
to
of creeping me out more.
Now you're scaring me because
No,
we've talked about
I'm getting
this.
weird and suspicious because it's very interesting. Every time a major company tells you, we wouldn't even dream of that, go take a look at the patents they filed for technology. And it tells you a lot about what they're looking for. For instance, Walmart and Amazon both said,
Right.
you don't want to leave packages out on the porch.
Right.
By this special lock, we will come into your home. We can put things into your fridge. We can put things out on your counter. And you can even watch everything on your camera from work or wherever, so you know what we're doing. And
We will
everything's
feed
okay.
our delivery people to your dogs for free in less than 2 days. Think about it. I mean, our next door neighbors, they've eaten 4 already.
Our next door neighbor's dogs are just scary. Well, the cameras are pitched as security measures, right? And then of all the voice and data recording.
Right.
Well, here's the funny thing. They already had security researchers last year figured out a way to hack all the Amazon cameras, freeze the image, so that you could actually go in and do anything you wanted. And if you were at work watching this, you could go, oh yeah, see, they're just delivering something. So that's not reassuring. And here's the other thing they said.
Gosh.
They said, we would not, you're welcome to delete any security footage you want to. But if you don't, they have a small print thing saying we can use this for any kind of research purposes we want to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Maybe, quote, used to help Amazon services, for instance, our computer vision algorithms. Now, this is the part that's really scary because...
Oh, no, this is the scary part?
No, because the computer researcher said, here's where it's difficult. This is really tempting for these guys because, look, you've got all this video inside people's houses. Number one, you have now a vast, immeasurable level of data that we consider personal to our lives, where we are, what we do, what we use, how we function during our day.
But now our house?
Now they have millions upon millions upon millions of hours of footage in your personal home of you doing things that can now be matched to behavioral patterns and other things. And they said,
or type of table you have, art on the wall, such and such.
Now, here's what's so funny, because they're like, oh, well, we wouldn't do that. Last year, Google filed a patent application laying out a system that would do exactly that. Track all of the home footage and then create algorithms for product basis on everything. So that, for instance, if they're watching something of your house and your kid's going through with a basketball and he's about to turn on the TV, they can go click. It's the Knicks game, isn't it? Because that's one that you usually watch because you like the Knicks. They can start actually putting stuff throughout your entire house. Alexa, Echo, all those fun little things. Yeah.
Okay.
And for a lot of people, they will still go, I don't care, I have nothing to hide, and this just makes my life easier. It's not even about hiding something. It's about the fact that you're giving your entire personal life
over to
a data machine that could then release the information and sell it to any other country or any other
And
company
when you're
or
online,
anybody else in the world.
And when you're online, ads are going to come up that relate to the inside of your home. That is stinking scary to me. The best delivery package thing I ever heard was the fact that if you had a vehicle and it was in the driveway, you would leave the trunk open. They would open the trunk, put the gift in, unless it was pet turtles, and then they would shut the thing, and then off they'd go, and everything would be secure. But not everybody has a car in the driveway during the work hours, so
I don't
want them. I
don't
don't like them in my house.
I don't know. I'm more uncomfortable with they go, well, we wouldn't do that.
What if I'm
unless
dancing
you
in-
didn't erase everything religiously.
What if I'm dancing in my underwear, like I usually do?
Then they'll start recommending the Ralph Lauren briefs. So there you go.
Start recommending a tarp. Just cover him, please. All
That's
right.
a horrible thing to say.
Time-free zone. This is the
Is
funniest
this another
thing.
whining about daylight savings time?
No, this is the absolute awesomeness. A Norwegian island. It's called Sommarøy. That's pretty close.
Summerall.
Yeah, that too. 350 residents, and they want it to be a time-free zone. In other words,
Like
paint your
meeting-
house at 2 a.m. Paint your house at 2 a.m. Go rollerblading at, I don't think they have dirt. They just have dirt. Never mind. Go fishing at 4 a.m. Go fishing at 4 a.m.
Oh,
Because
it's inside the Arctic Circle.
I know.
Okay.
So basically, this is what happens. The sun rises on May 18th, and then it will not set until the 26th of July.
That's awesome.
So they make
Imagine
all their
the
money.
stuff you would get done.
They make all their money from tourism, and so in this very short time, and other.
That's true. You got a window of opportunity. It's like that.
And they just said, "Screw it, let's just." But you still would have to work, right? You'd still have to go at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. or you're fishermen at 3:30 a.m.
I don't know. Maybe they just wanted everything else to just
They
be
just want to be
free-range.
different. They're doing this whole campaign right now, publicity move here, to just come and do whatever you want. So the taverns would stay open, the restaurants would stay open, all this stuff, and you would go. How would you
I want
do?
lutefisk at 3 a.m. I can have lutefisk.
How would you do with 24-hour light?
They talk about that a lot. I had a girlfriend who lived in Alaska, and she talked about the fact that for like the first week you didn't even want to sleep, and you just got so much done. And she said it was like
Right.
just being on Ritalin hardcore.
Right.
But then she starts, after a while, you start getting all shaky, and it's really hard
Right,
to sleep,
right.
and your circadian rhythm goes out of whack.
Uh-huh.
And then she said the same thing happens during winter when you
Yeah,
have
that's what I'm saying.
all of the dark for
Right.
and like for instance this island, I'm sure if it's inside the Arctic Circle, it also has the same problem.
Right.
She said where it's literally you have to physically force yourself to get out of bed because it's like, why am I getting up? She said there's this level of despair that everyone just sort of plods through.
Which would you do better with?
Oh, the frenetic, obviously.
My friend was in Alaska during the northern
Midnight
Alaska.
sun?
No, during the other part.
Oh, the
during
night.
all the day,
The
all the
30
day, all the
days.
day, all the day, all
Okay,
the day, all
yeah,
the day.
the midnight sun.
And he was just weirded out by it.
I think it's cool.
Because he'd sit there and go, oh, what is it, 4 o'clock in the afternoon? It's 11 o'clock at night. And they really had to manage themselves, some actually with medication, manage themselves back into a rhythm where they could work and sleep and work and
The
sleep.
true horror would be
I
the
know.
kids, because it's hard enough telling Zoe,
Oh, no.
I don't care that
Oh,
it's,
oh,
I don't
no.
care that there's still sunlight outside. It's 9:30 and you're going to go to bed. No, because the sun is still
There must be
out.
no kids allowed.
Yeah, I mean,
here
there would
somewhere.
be no way.
No kids allowed anywhere on
That
this.
would never happen.
Yeah.
Oh, this is exciting. I just wanted to share this. You know, you go to Whole Foods and you go, I'm getting pure food. Pure food, as a matter of fact, Starkey Wather.
Is
which
this specifically
Yeah, this
Whole
one's
Foods?
Whole Foods. A Whole Foods executive calls it amazingly pristine Starkey water.
Right.
It has levels of arsenic above 10 ppb, which is bad. The other one that they just called out from the Center for Environmental Health is Penafil, which is sold at Target and Walmart. They have what they call volatile levels of arsenic,
Ooh.
stating that arsenic, when present in the diet at very high levels, will well above those detached in recent samples, is associated with numerous chronic diseases.
But it doesn't cost you more.
Great. Penafil and Starkey spring water. Just, if you have those, take them back. You can do a full refund. But they're already looking at a recall from the Food and Drug Administration.
That's horrible.
Arsenic. You're drinking, I'm hydrating, I'm getting healthy, I'm killing myself.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. It's my next story.
Okay.
I didn't hear you. A lot of people go out and, you know, all the stories about lost your wedding ring and stuff, and it shows up and it's mailed to you and everything's great. And you're like, well, this wedding ring, I lost it 23 years ago.
My
It's
watch
so great.
is still ticking.
Well, this gentleman in South Carolina was out there swimming in the ocean and stuff, and he went home missing something. And when he got home, he's still like, oh, man, this is going to like so expensive. And you're thinking jewelry, right? And then next thing you know, in 4 weeks, it shows up in the mail on his doorstep.
What was it?
His ear.
Wait.
His ear.
Okay, hold.
His ear.
You're talking about, okay. I'm assuming this is a prosthetic, but how did this happen?
He was born without an ear.
Okay,
So
sure.
they made a prosthetic.
Sure.
And they put it with 3 little magnets, right? So he could just take it and
Those are cool. We have a girlfriend who does that. She
Yeah.
has one attached to the back of her head for
cochlear.
anyway.
Yeah. And so it just snaps on, right? Well, he was swimming. Now, you had a retainer when you were a kid.
Sure.
Okay. Did you have your name on it? Because
Not
all my
that I
friends,
remember.
all my friends did, because they got yelled at so hard. They took a retainer and they take it out to eat at lunch or something, and they
And
would
forget
take
it.
Yeah, and the doctors then started putting like a piece of like a fortune out of a fortune cookie, that piece of paper, and they would write the name and the stuff, and they'd laminate it in. Well, and then so when the kids lost it, it could be returned to you.
Oh, that's nice. I don't remember that, but that's a good idea.
That was a great idea. That's how this guy got his ear back.
He had it labeled with his name.
And his name and address and a phone number.
But
No,
it
a
gets
name and
washed
address.
up on the beach, and they go.
She was
"Look,
swimming.
This is Harry's ear.
She was swimming. She held it up to her ear. She could hear the ocean twice.
You're such a dope.
That's so funny. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. It's the Todd and Aaron Daily Stream. What would you hear if you held up an ear to an ear?
I don't even want to know.
Wait, come here. Come here. Yeah, it's the ocean. Okay. Very good. We'll see you guys later. Sometimes I just do this for myself.
I know you do, honey.